brief history before I tried to do this on his back. Had this horse for a month and a half, I want to say, maybe 2 months at best. Have not done any whip cracking with him because this horse came from a woman who her mom, when they would argue, would come out and beat him. So he's very head shy half the time. Like sometimes he'll be like that, and then sometimes you move wrong and he like locks his face away from you. He's not as bad on that side, which makes sense because a lot of people handle horses on this side, so I'd imagine, I can't say I know because I don't beat my horses, but I'd imagine then it'd be natural just to beat them from this side. But he has been doing really good, but he's still holding on to that, and you can't hardly blame him because I don't know how long he was hit, and quite frankly, it doesn't take that many times for them to be pretty scared. I put my whip up. I could have shown you with a whip. I bet if I had moved it here, he'd have flinched and tried to leave. And you can kind of see it when I'm cracking it. He just pulls his face away and kind of locks it and just hopes he doesn't get hit, which is really, really sad. So the fact that he let me like move him and crack it, I was really thrilled. I make no promises that I can crack it on him, only because I don't think I'm skilled enough, but we're gonna find out. If nothing else, I want to swing it while I'm on him and see what he does. I should have been recording a few minutes ago, but we're so panicked. I'm just gonna let it go. Come here. Ready? Ready? Bad side, so okay. Good. Beat you. Good. Good boy. Relax. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Good. I'm also hoping to work on the curbside mount. It just depends on how much space I have on my phone for how much video I'll be able to get. So I'm going to keep my reins pretty short because I know it's going to bug him. And I'm just going to pet him with it. Give him a minute to realize I'm up here with it. Catch it on his ears, I guess. You know, it's funny, most horses I've had have been real butt-tucky about it. And he's the face. Relax. Just Excuse me, sir. Where I tell you. Thank you. And we had a little bit of an argument yesterday, so he might still be a little hesitant. And I'm just gonna really quietly, if it hits him, I'm okay with it. Nicely, like that. Not like, if it hits him with a swing to it, I'm gonna feel pretty bad. But I just wanna know that if it gets caught like that, he's not gonna panic and run for the hills. Hey, there we go, good boy. Good boy. And then I just let him sit and think. Because the faster I go, the more worried he's gonna be. And rightfully so, because if it hits him, it's gonna hurt more, you know? If you get him when you're going like this, it doesn't hurt. If you get him when you have a swing going, it hurts a little bit. I know, because that's how I learned to crack this thing. Hey, good boy. I did not think I would get to crack this today because he's so scared of being beaten. I mean, you could see it on the ground, and maybe it's because nobody beat him in the saddle, so he can differentiate, which honestly might be worse, just because most people are going to do more groundwork with him than probably riding him. I've also never mastered that swing until today, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've been out here cracking for probably 30 minutes, and my dogs are going nuts in the house. So I'm not gonna ask him to move probably today. Watch me do it anyway. While cracking it, I might ask him to move while swinging it if I can be that coordinated. Because I just want him to realize he's okay. So there, even if it's just a little pivot, then I'm gonna let it whack him gently, obviously. And then I'm gonna let him rest. Because I want him to realize, and I told him before the camera was rolling, I said, of course, because horses understand English perfectly, I said, I will never ever hit you with this intentionally to cause harm. This is a tool. The only one it inflicts pain on intentionally, well, it's not even intentionally. I don't try to hurt myself. I try to learn, and I hurt myself by practicing cracking it. I mean, I've had so many welts on my arms from cracking it. And if he gets panicked, that's okay. Because I can always stop swinging, go to two hands, bring him down, and be okay. Hey, we actually got one moving today. And then I just did that so that hopefully he doesn't step on it or get hit in the face. He's still learning how to steer with one hand, which is also why I wasn't sure I wanted to move him today. Because if he got to panicking when I cracked it while moving, I was only about 50% sure we'd get going where I want to be, that big old release. So we've already exceeded what I planned to do today. In my mind, I envisioned standing on him and cracking it, but then I saw what he did on the ground and I said, no thank you. Because I don't even have my little catch me rope. And that's just for me, because I get scared. I'm scared of heights. But I've only stood on him like twice. And he was fine, but there's so many bugs, he kept stomping and it just scared me. Now, I'm not sure I want to do it on this side. Not because of him, but because I just learned how to crack like that. And I'm not sure I trust myself to not get him. Because I think I go this way. See? I haven't learned how to do it correctly, and I would feel so bad if I told him I'm not going to hurt him, and then I get him. So I'll fiddle fart with it for like a minute, but after that, I'm not going to do anymore, because the last thing I want is to undo all that positive progress we just made. I mean, look at that. It flicked him in the face. It flicked around his face, by his eyes, where he's sensitive and scared, and he didn't do anything. We're getting closer. There we go. That's what I want, is more up in the air. The more this way it gets, the more I'm worried of it hitting him in the butt. I had a great trainer, Mark Lyon and Craig Moore, both tried to teach me. Mark tried to teach me first, but I was 13 and did not have the brain cells to learn it. I just mentally couldn't handle it, because I couldn't understand that it's not how fast I'm swinging it, it's how you move your hand, but my brain couldn't adapt to that. So then this last year I went on my internship, and yeah, see that one I did backwards. Good thing he doesn't care. Oh, and it's wrapped around his butt. There we go. Okay, he's good with a rope under his tail. See, I have to think about this way a lot, because if I wasn't on him, I can do it both ways. But because I'm on him and I don't want to catch him in the booty, I gotta think about it for a minute. I hurt my arm. Everything's falling apart. Everything. All the limbs going to poo. I don't think I can stand on him and swing it, mainly because I will get scared. And if I'm scared, he can't be scared. He's got to be brave if I'm scared. That's why I could do it on Marv, was because even though I was worried, she wasn't. See, every time I do this, he goes to stepping or putting his head down. And I just feel like that's not worth even trying today, because I'm also exhausted now. So it takes a lot out of me trying to swing it and not get him and do it correctly. No reins. Look at this thing. Safe and solid. Maybe not safe and solid, but pretty close. Pretty good. Oh. All right. Now I'm gonna go do some actual body control, because that's what we thought about yesterday, was go where I tell you and stop pulling on me. Good job. He's like, I'm just gonna stay